Thank you, Craig. The experimental and thought-provoking theater company known as Dog and Pony DC is doing Separated at Birth at the Mead Theater at Flashpoint location, 916 G Street, Northwest in the District. It's funny. It's a play set at a subway station, and 7 actors dressed as clowns go around and bother people and doing everything and making the audience, they weren't planning on this, change their seats like musical chairs for about 12 times. And it's funny. Actually, there's a deeper message here that people act impersonally when they react with such an effrontery like that. You know, it's like being in an elevator, nobody talks to anybody, stands stiff for the board. It's the same kind of thing here, and it kind of gives you insight into yourself. Anyway, the phone number is 202-315-1305, and their website is dogandponydc.com. You know, I'm also a movie critic. I bet you didn't know that. But the landmark E Street Cinemas, that's down at 511 11th Street, Northwest in the District. They've got Cairo Time coming up. It's a poignant, never-consummated love story taking place in Cairo, Egypt. Julia, played by Patricia Clarkson, is to join her husband, Mark, played by Tom McCamus, a UN official in Cairo, but currently he's in Gaza doing some work. He couldn't get to see his wife right away. So he asked his former assistant, Tarek, Alexander Siddiq is his name, the actor's name, to escort her around town and until he's free. Well, he escorted her all right, and Juliet and Tarek obviously fall in love in that short period of time, and she's annoyed that her husband didn't show up and all that, but she's consoled by this nice, affectionate man. Anyway, he shows up later, unfortunately, and she and her husband do leave together, but there's wistful memories. A tear came to my eye when I saw this show, you know? I was touched. Anyway, it's a landmark East Street Theaters. Did I say the exact address is 555 11th Street in the district? The phone number is 202-452-7672, and the web is landmarktheaters.com. Another one, you know Hugh Hefner, right? The guy with Playboy and everything. Well, there's a movie coming out, Hugh Hefner, Playboy, activist, and rebel. Oh, yeah, he liked the girls and everything. We all know about that. In fact, he had Marilyn Monroe in 1953, his first issue, on the cover. She was nude. It was somewhat of a profile thing, but that was a big deal back then, you know. I can remember, you know, seeing that thing, and my heart was fluttering, and oh, my God. Feminists, activists, and all really went crazy over those early years. They criticized him for exploiting women. And he denied the charge, and he was always saying, I'm glorifying women. But he said, of course women are sex objects, or the world population would dry up. When he got a loan for about $8,000 to publish his first issue, his main goal was to fight repressive sex. Later on in Playboy, as you all know, have had well-known leaders and writers took on the Vietnam War, abortion rights, and new morality, and women's rights. He was a repressed kid, and he took it out in the magazine. He did a good job. Anyway, that'll be coming up at the 555 11th Street at the landmark E Street Theaters. The phone number there is 202-452-7672, and the web is landmarktheaters.com. It's nice.
Those are Playboy for the articles.
That's, of course. I'll tell you about a good Sicilian Italian restaurant out in Orlandria area. It's called Sapore, S-A-P-O-R-E, Italian Ristorante and Pizzeria. A discovery of discoveries, I say. In this popular Del Rey section of Alexandria is a wonderful southern Italian place called Sapore Italian. That's the name of the mother. This is a southern Italian cook, and the family, though, is she's married to a guy named Dominguez, and they have a kitchen staff that used to work at a popular place up Wisconsin Avenue called Enzio's, and which closed last year. The entire staff is now at Sapore's. And what a coup. John, one of the sons, Dominguez, concentrate on service there and producing a welcoming environment in a kind of, you know, they have like 6 tables. That's about it. The calamari, for example, is fried, delightful. It's tender, it's hot, it's nice. They got homemade marinara sauce. If you're a soup lover, I had to try both. They had the lentil soup and the vegetable soup, each just great. I was sipping the sauces from the plate, you know, and at the end, you know, what am I going to do? They had a rigatoni dish with a red wine cream, and they had, oh, gee whiz, I don't know. What am I going to tell you? Everything here. They got a ricotta cheesecake, will not quit. Wonderful, wonderful. Look, these guys are hungry. Mateo here wants some of this cheesecake. Okay. Anyway, they've got veal parmesan, but I didn't get to that. I just heard so much about it that. But they got spaghetti and meatballs. How many Italian restaurants got spaghetti and meatballs? They're too fancy for it, not them. Anyway, it's at 1310 Mount Vernon Avenue in Alexandria. It's open 7 days a week, and free parking, all that business. For more information, 703-683-9680. They don't have a website yet. Can you believe it? But anyway, call them up, 703-683-9680. Thank you, Rich Massabny. Until next time.
All right.